Okay, anyway, welcome everybody. It's downtime day. So we're doing downtime. Then watch a movie. Okay, sing, sweetheart. Blah, blah, blah. So last time on, this very professional channel, some shit went down, right, Ollie?
Mm-hmm. Can confirm. I forget what exactly, but stuff definitely happened.
A lot of talking. It was a social score.
A lot of pauses. That. Yeah. Oh my gosh, yeah, that was interesting.
Yeah, you kept on trying to shoot us in the foot.
He would never. Our beautiful,
on the other hand,
our beautiful English boy would never.
Hey, we all got a talking character.
Okay, so we'll just start with the normal downtime stuff, if that's okay with everybody.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So the crew earns 2 rep per score by default. If the target of the score is a higher tier, take +1 rep per tier higher. If the target of the score is lower tier, you might get -1 rep per tier lower, etc. And a coin based on the job itself. So you guys were, really going after the rents. There's no other, no two ways about that one.
The score, yes. The score was also, we were trying to get people for the sake of the sons from the other people.
Correcto.
I did all the preparing for that.
But it was through the rents.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, and they are tier 5, I think, right?
4?
Tier 4, you are correct. They are tier 4, and you guys are tier, what, 1 still? Or is it 2 now?
1, we're 1 strong.
1 strong, that's what I thought. Okay, so you get 3 rep.
Woo.
Overall? Or are we still counting?
Yeah, you get 3 rep. So let's talk coins. You guys didn't steal anything, or whatnot. So how are we doing coin this time? This wasn't a job so much as it was a negotiation, and I doubt they've thrown in money for a loan.
No.
So what are you guys' thoughts on that?
What was the wider goal of the score? What were we trying to get?
You're trying to get access to Omega.
What did we get wrong?
One of the Son of Fate.
Sorry.
A Son
did
of
we
Fate.
Get Actor?
You did, yes.
I forget how. Okay, cool. Yeah, no, we didn't play that out, so I don't. We stole nothing.
Right. Well, I feel weird doing 0 coin though.
Maybe just the 2?
Yeah, you guys want to do 2 for like collections from your arenas and whatnot?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay, cool. So put that 2 however you guys want. Looks like the vault's full unless you guys have used it. Thanks, Google. I appreciate that.
I think I have that we have 1 coin that can go into the vault, and then...
Okay.
But,
yeah, I have 1 for the vault currently.
So do we want to put 1 in the vault and then rock, paper, scissors, or how do we want to do this?
We could put 1 in the vault and then use 1 for if one of us wants the 3rd downtime or something.
Yeah, I'm sure that'll get put in there at some point.
There's one up in the air right now.
Yeah, okay.
Yes. So...
One air.
What's the So there's 4 coin, then 4 vault, and then there's a load of other boxes next to it.
Yeah, that's if you take the 2nd thing of vault.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yep.
Have we, when we went up in tier, have we done an advancement? Should I have gained stash at any point?
You should have gained 3 stash.
Perfect. Cool.
Or wait, that's for a crew advance. That's for when you level your crew. But you should have done that anyway because you weren't here. So. Yeah.
Yeah, I was supposed to say, like, in the last 2 sessions, I think.
Yeah.
It's happened once at least.
Yeah. Okay, so after a score or conflict with an opponent, the crew takes heat. Add +1 heat for a high-profile or well-connected target. 1 if it happened on hostile turf. 1 if you're at war. 2 if killing was involved. So you guys do have... It was a high-profile or well-connected target, and it did happen... Well, I guess you wouldn't say hostile turf, because you guys are still at a +1 with them. So... Yeah.
Plus, it is our turf, so...
Well, you guys were down away from it.
Oh.
Right, you guys were in the Lost Ward down here.
Oh, don't point place on the map. I'm trying to.
Oh.
Right there.
All right. Yeah. So what was the question? Sorry, what were we dealing with? Is this
Lena.
heat or?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I think really only 1 heat.
Yeah, I feel like
Is
we
it
didn't really gain one.
really... Since the Rints are our handlers,
Mm-hmm.
We diffused.
would we get heat from that? Or no, we wouldn't get heat from that. So is it just for the...
Just for them being a
situation on
well...
hostile turf?
No, just for a high-profile or well-connected target. Because it's not... They're not really hostile to you, so... Yeah, just they are a high-profile target, the Rints. So
Okay.
people listen when things, are going on with them. So...
That makes
Okay.
sense.
So yeah, I think just
Yeah.
the 1 heat. So you guys... I have you at 5 now?
I have
Yeah,
a
same.
5 as well.
Okay, cool. Alrighty. So let's roll us an entanglement. We have special vigilante entanglements. So we'll roll one of those. I've got you guys at 1 wanted, 5 heat. Correcto, Mundo?
Yeah.
Yes, I do.
Okay. I should probably not show that.
There was some confusion, discrepancy over the amount of coin a couple of weeks ago, but I'm just going to assume we're at the right thing currently.
I mean, you seem to be.
Thrown out there. Yeah. But like we ended up sort of overlooking it because we were doing stuff in between, not officially and things, but it's fine. Doesn't really matter anyway.
Okay.
We're
Got
at the
it.
right coin.
Person.
Yeah, we're at the right coin, so I guess we'll just go with it. So this is questioning. For that is the authorities grab the most vulnerable NPC member of your crew or one of the crew's contacts in order to question them about your crimes. Make a fortune roll to see how much they talk. Or pay off the investigators with 2 coin.
Who's being captured?
Who's the most vulnerable member of your crew?
Yeah, well, if it's NPC, then
It is,
that's-
yeah.
I'm trying to think of somebody other than Dr. Mauler because that's the obvious choice. But is there anyone else?
Not that I can think of.
I can't think of anyone.
Yeah.
I mean,
One of the orphans I would work with, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, they're not really a member of your crew, though.
No.
Or one of the crew's contacts. So Virgil or Lena. Since we haven't really dealt with anybody else.
Yeah.
So it'd probably be Virgil, since they're definitely not going for Lena.
mm-hmm. Who's Virgil again?
Crew contact, brilliant inventor.
I know that much, but how do we know him? We saw him from the Impure, didn't we? We were at the Impure.
No. He made you guys enemies with the Rock Flingers by your association with them. I think he helped you guys with some of the design of the crew. And you've, Kat, worked with him a whole bunch.
Yeah. I think I've mixed up him and Mauler in my head because they're both tinkery people.
Indeed.
Yeah, sure. I feel like paying is a good idea for this. Considering we have one
We just got that 2 coin. Might as
Yeah.
well use it to make this go over smoothly.
Anyone disagree?
No, I think that's a good choice,
I think
but it
that's
did
good.
sound like for a second you were going to be like, nah, okay, have him be interrogated. Fuck 'em. I
give
agree
up.
with 2 coin though, that sounds good.
Cool
Yeah.
beans. Alrighty. Oh shit. I just wiped out your entire vault on my sheet.
Ah!
Yeah, so
It'll be
we're
3 to
just
4
back-
weeks before you see the money credited back to your account.
Yeah, right.
Bank error in their favor.
So
Yeah.
it's back to 3 in the vault.
Maxie.
Yeah. Who's
Did you want
so I was interrogated by who was it?
Oh, by the authorities. So,
Handlers.
the handlers. Yeah.
Yeah.
So he had to get. Since he's normally in holdout, he had to leave for a little bit, and they grabbed him in Heifeld. But luckily, you guys heard about it from the Orphan Commandos soon enough to where you could get some money to the right people before he was murdered quickly.
Mhm.
So, good work, guys. I'm guessing Kat's probably the one that gave that money off?
Yeah, sure.
That's what I figured. Since
I
Kat
have to be,
seems,
but yeah, sure.
Kat seems the closest to him, having worked with them for a long time. Okay. Cool beans. So, downtime. When you're at liberty between scores and find some respite, you may pursue 2 downtime activities from the list below and recover all your armor uses. Additional activities cost 1 coin or 1 rep each, and you can increase the level by 1 for each coin spit. Every time you use a friend or a contact, you get +1 die, etc., etc. Now, so I learned in Scum and Villainy, which is the sci-fi version of Blades, and is meant not to be as gritty. But so if you're at you know, like if you're stressed out or whatever, and you're rolling your Indulge Vice in Scum and Villainy, and you roll like a 1 or a 2 or a 3 or whatever, if you spend 1 coin, you can go up to a 4 or a 5 automatically.
Oh, cool.
Oh.
Which I don't think it's that way in Blades, because I've never seen it happen that way. But now I'm questioning if that's a thing, so I'm gonna go check that.
We
while
can make
you
it a
guys-
thing. We choose our rules. Why is my lighting so awful?
Yeah, I know. I'm just putting that out there.
Spider has
Yeah.
functioning vice to kind of trigger some form of that rule.
Yeah, that's true. But yeah,
you
I
need a
just,
light in front of you, Ollie. You need light on your face.
I think it's semi-fixed now. It's trying to balance it. Cool. Probably because there's too much light coming from the windows.
Yeah, there's too
From
much
behind you,
light
yeah.
coming from behind you.
Maxie, what are you doing, buddy? What's going
You get some sheets and put them up over.
Being a cat.
He is definitely being a cat. He's really good at it, aren't you? So who has their downtime activities ready, or has thought a little bit about it?
Yes,
Right, I'm
right.
just gonna do training and things.
Ooh, training's good.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
What are you training? How are you training? Who are you training
So,
with? What is training?
find out.
Do you not need to indulge vice or anything?
No.
Wow.
I only have 3 stress right now, so it would be quite the gamble to relieve stress right now.
Oh, come on.
No. You can give me a devil's bargain. If I fail it, I'll roll stress.
So that's not how devil's bargains work.
Exactly.
Okay. Good talk.
So I'm not really sure how to roleplay training playbook.
What is it you're trying to train?
Although the plays that I have been, or not plays, but the moves that I've been looking to are Fortune Teller which is you may attune to nearby person's thoughts in order to hear them yourself, or ghost image, which is you may create an illusion which affects one sense, sight, hearing, smell, etc., for as long as you concentrate. Take 1 stress when it manifests, plus 1 stress for each additional feature. It can affect multiple senses. It can move. It lasts for several minutes after you stop concentrating.
Interesting.
So that's actually what I'm gonna. I think that's what I'm gonna train towards.
Okay.
Is ghost image.
Okay.
And even though I'm not indulging in vice, I would say that the vice, which is which I still haven't changed my playbook as some sort of cool ghost drug you snort.
Well, remember, if you do not or cannot indulge your vice during downtime, you take stress equal to your trauma. So.
Well, I don't have any trauma.
Well,
I
then
don't
you take zero stress. Watch out.
Yeah. So yeah, I would say through dabbling with that, there's been some hallucinations, and there's been some ideas that these hallucinations have, like, been more manifestations. So there's just been more experimenting with that.
Okay.
Just kind of alone in his room.
Cool. No, I think that's really neat.
And Stanley has been occasionally testing his theories on his roommates.
That sounds right. Yeah, there's nothing in the playbook that says anything about paying to vice clear more. So I guess that's just a scum and villainy thing. Well, yeah, if you guys were interested in that change, we could totally do that.
I added that to the wrong thing.
Is there anything in the playbook about dogs playing basketball?
There's not.
So it can happen.
So, yeah.
Another disappointment.
There's nothing.
So anyway,
there's nothing in
failure.
nothing in the manual that says a dog cannot play basketball.
So guys, after our failure with wall ball, I think we need to make a pivot. I pull out like 4 golden retrievers.
Oh no.
Guys, this has never been a movie before, and I think that one day it can become one. Gotta
be.
Just toss
What would
them
I
all.
name? What would I name the dog?
Something like
How would Robin called Mouse name their dog?
I don't know.
Fox.
With the Robin called Mouse and
Human.
a dog named
The Fox and the Hound.
yeah, dog named Human.
Yeah, Fox and the Hound. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I think that makes the most
That's a
sense.
good joke.
Yeah,
Well done, everybody.
Fox the Hound is pretty good. Anyway,
And what does Fox see with? What is their companion critter?
nose. So are you training twice? Oh wait, no. You can train a given XP track only once per downtime.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so what are you training? Playbook and then something else?
Yeah, the playbook, and then I was hoping the poet and they know it clock could be advanced somehow.
Oh yeah, we need to talk about him. So he's been absent for a long time, and you haven't gone looking for him. But I think it's time for him to show up again.
Mm-hmm.
It's been a little bit. So let's see where you find. Okay, do you find him or does he find you?
So last I heard, he was working with, was it the Rockfingers or was it the Suns? It was one of the other gangs.
Oh no, wasn't it Kran's Boys?
Ah, yes, Cran's Boys, the other gang that we frequently harass.
That's right. Yeah. Yeah, because he's
And that's why I haven't been able to get in contact with them.
right. That's right. He's with your enemy.
Yeah.
So either through, yes, I did just eat salt. So either through you seeing him or you hearing about it, you've learned that he's basically become a prisoner of Kran's Boys. And he's having trouble getting any information out because the Master Shapers punishment for him, for our illustrious poet laureate, was to remove his tongue.
Ah.
That's gruesome.
It is gruesome. There were worse things planned for him, but when there was the public outcry against you guys for getting him arrested, the Master Shaper thought twice about using him for things, you know. And so yeah, he's they had to punish him somehow, and so they rendered him unable to perform.
Ah.
Yeah.
I mean, you can do a lot without using your tongue.
That's true, but it does prevent you from talking and performing your
Improv.
yeah, that too.
Well, there's always pantomime.
There is always pantomime, I suppose. So he finally gets away and escapes to you. So yes, he is back. However, anything that you do with him right now is going to be of limited effect because he's lost a lot of his standing in the city. Like you remember, people didn't want to associate with you or him because he's been his disfavor with the Master Shaper has been made very clear. So it's there are still people that will. There are still people that will associate with you. That you still have friends, but yeah, it'll be limited effect. However you choose to advance your clocks. But yes, it can be active again, just limited.
Yeah, it sounds like that clock's not going anywhere then.
It's just limited.
Well, the irony is, in Stanley's mind, he's thinking, wow, I can't wait to hear what this guy has to say.
You'll be waiting.
Yeah.
Unless you get a pencil and paper.
Well, Stanley always has pencils and papers.
True. But yes, he's clearly lost a lot of weight. He's been through, clearly been through a lot, and arrives with only the shabby clothes on his back. The depression is palpable on him. He definitely needs your help.
So Stanley would probably spend a coin to make sure that he gets, like, nice things brought to him. So I'm going to spend a coin on basically getting him, food, clothing, just like comfort stuff.
Okay, we'll count that as as moving the clock then. I think that makes sense.
Can I have a reminder of what this guy... He was captured by Cran's boys.
Mm-hmm.
What was he punished for? His association with Stanley?
Yes.
Okay.
No, he was captured originally by the Master Shaper, and then by Cran's boys. Yes.
Damn, he's had a rough time of it.
He has had a rough time of it. It was a hard devil's bargain, remember?
I forgot it. Oh well, it happens.
I guess it does.
Yeah.
So what would we call this? Attribute-wise, you think?
I feel like it would be a consort.
Yeah, I think consort makes sense.
And then I think using the coin does that give me any benefit for using a coin?
Yeah, it goes up.
Okay.
Is this your second downtime action plus the coin?
This is the second downtime action,
Okay.
and then I'm using the coin to sweeten the second.
Yep.
This action.
Yep. Cool. Then it goes up. It goes up by a level. So
Would you say I'm a bit desperate in this action?
No. It's just downtime. Nothing
Yeah.
desperate. So yeah. Remember to get your additional die for having a contact here.
Mm. Okay.
Oh wow! So that becomes a crit.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, damn.
Gonna ghost image his tongue back.
Or wait, I guess
It.
because so since it was limited effect, I guess it becomes a 6 instead of a 5. If you want to spend another coin, then it would be a crit.
Sure.
Okay. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. You are one away from becoming a member of the Artiste Collective of Abaddon.
Very nice.
Yeah, no kidding.
But I could finally get out of sports and start working on what I love.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
I guess the way that we see this is you've since you're consorting for this, this is you getting all of his old crew back together, right? The people that once supported him, meeting with members of the community in secret, showing what's been done to him, and basically championing his cause.
Yeah.
And just going out there and using him is the wrong. That's not the way I want to portray it, because that sounds like negative. But like showing people what the Master Shaper and his forces will do to innocent people. Just for, having the wrong friends or doing something disfavorably. So we get these shots of Stanley getting together people from the artistic community and influential community members, and basically gaining a whole ton of respect, both for yourself and for the gang. By showing compassion and supporting these people, and that itself does more for you personally in getting into the Artiste Collective than just hanging out with what's his name? Blinking.
You're
Duran.
referring to
Duran.
the guy with the tongue gone, or the
Duran.
other main guy? Yeah.
Yeah. So that does
Duran.
more for the that does more for, it speaks more about you than just hanging out with Duran ever did, because it's easy to hang out with a really famous person when things go well, but right now you've got basically nothing to gain from him, and so people really take a shine to you because of that. Let's just call that clock done.
Okay.
So that you don't have to do another roll with it or anything. So we'll just call that clock complete. And we'll move on toward so that will move us toward another clock. This one's going to be a 12 clock. And this is going to be...
What are you doing?
Me?
There's like a little smudge on my lens.
Oh.
So yeah, this tool.
He's throwing mustaches on us.
Oh look, my beard is much better now.
So we talked about how we're moving toward how the Master Shaper is getting ready to move against the Lattice, right? So now we've got here Lattice readiness, the fight against the Master Shaper. You guys were talking about levying people to resist the Master Shaper's destruction of the Lattice. So here we go. That will be our first tick toward that.
Sweet.
Okay.
We're gonna save the neighborhood.
We're gonna nab the Saberhood.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. That thing
I
right.
have a score thing in relation to that, which I'll get to when we start talking about score stuff.
Okay, cool. Do you have anything for downtime?
I have
Google, stop.
3 downtime thingies.
Okay.
First one, indulge vice, please. My gosh, need to de-stress. So I just press the indulge vice button as I let
Yep.
the mouse take control of the body.
Cool.
5-4.
Okay.
What's that mean?
5.
Clear 5 stress.
Yay! That takes me down to 1.
Nice.
Okay.
Second one. So I want to work on the whole the learning about how to. This was like a part 1 clock of who knows how many things, but I want to be able to invent using miasma stuff. So currently I'm trying to understand miasma stuff and how to store it or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I had 3 out of 6 things on a clock.
Okay.
That
sounds right.
So I also leveled up with XP stuff, and I took a move called Monstrous, which involves you can push yourself to one of the following: form a feat of athletics that verges on the superhuman, take on the appearance, blah blah blah. Things like you can form an. Oh, that's a good idea. I can do that. I can link it in the chat. Whoa, there's a link in the chat. So I thought while I'm backseating in my body as Mouse takes over, I'm watching Mouse use my body to like scale a wall or something, and clearly this miasma's doing something to affect my body. Therefore, I go to Dr. Moller and say, hey, can you study my body and help me advance this clock, please? And he says, yeah, sure, let me just roll for it and see how that goes.
And then you both look at the camera and wink.
So yeah.
Okay, cool. Let's do it.
Should I roll in a tune or?
You tell me how you're doing that.
I think it's a tune because I'm wanting Dr. Moll to do the actual studying as I present the symptoms or whatever.
Okay.
If that makes sense to you.
Okay, so is it your tune or his?
Am I a tune?
Okay.
As in, I'm doing the attuning.
Okay.
He's doing therefore this means.
Gotcha. The
looking
diagnosis.
How miasma is being stored in the body or something like that.
Okay, gotcha.
Therefore, I get a 6. Oh, I like life. Life's
Nice.
good.
Do you remember where I put that clock?
No, I don't think it even exists. I just know that I have 3 out of 6 things on a clock.
So, I remember we said... What, it was like a 6 clock and an 8 clock, was it? Or was it a 6 clock and a 10 clock?
I don't remember if a second one because I said about wanting to use miasma, and you're like, hey, that's a long-term thing. Why don't you start by just learning how to store miasma or something like that? So I don't know if there was ever a number created for a second clock, but on the first clock of
I was definitely thinking about one. Okay.
The basis of that, yeah.
And, okay, understanding what?
I can't remember how it was specifically clarified, but how to store miasma. If I could create some miasma smoke bombs, that'd be great. So that kind of thing.
Okay.
Miasma something doing to my body, so it's being stored or is having some effect. I don't know. Learning more about miasma.
Okay,
Whatever
cool.
would help me be able to tinker with it.
So you just completed that clock then?
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
It was a 6 clock, you said?
It was.
And a 6 equals 3.
6 out of 6 equals 6.
3 is 3 plus 3 is 6?
It is.
Oh, thank God. Math still works. Yeah, okay. So you're using your he's experimenting with your body with this?
More or less, yeah. I mean, I'm doing things. He's studying it.
What are you doing?
I don't know, trying to use whatever. I'm using my monstrous move, trying to do crazy things that Miasma's letting me do. and him trying to do whatever he can to understand it. Whatever Dr. Muller does to understand things doesn't require cutting me up.
Okay.
He could take a blood sample if he wants.
Co-GM Dora.
Yes.
What are your thoughts?
I mean, I think that works. I was also wondering, would this also count for Dr. Muller's indulge vice?
I think that makes sense, yeah.
Okay. So I'm gonna roll that.
Oh, look at you.
Codependent relationship.
In this group? 4.
Okay, cool.
Cool beans.
So he's at 3.
Nice. Good call. So what do you think this reveals, Dora?
I almost kind of want it to reveal more Gollum-like tendencies.
Okay. Yeah, that's really good. Okay, cool. So, the first time Dr. Mahler takes control of your body, what does it feel like, Kat?
Dr. Muller takes control of me? Sorry, what?
Well, yeah, what?
Yeah.
Sorry, what? Why am I making control now?
Yeah, like the first time you lose direct control of your body, what does it feel like?
I'm confused. Why am I losing control of my body? How am I losing control of my body? In what situation?
So
am
you're
I
doing
losing
these...
control? I'm doing these things trying to
Yeah.
show off my whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And you're now saying they're controlling me.
Who's they?
You just said Dr. Muller's controlling me. What?
Yeah. So, like, you're doing these things, Dr. Mahler's attuning to you.
Okay.
All right?
Right.
That's what you said?
Right, yeah.
Right, so he's...
Sure.
So he's connecting to the... So he's connecting to the veil, to you through the veil, rather. Kind of looking at your soul, so to speak. And he keeps muttering under his breath how different things look. Like, you look different than a normal person when seen through the lens of the veil. And you can see the connection between you and Mouse, and he sees the connections between you and your members, your gang members, who are very close. But the threads that connect your souls to each other are thick, and way thicker than they should be, considering how often you guys argue with each other. And then while he's tugging the threads of your soul, so to speak, your eyes go red, like the golems do, with that red glow, and you lose direct control of your body. And suddenly, he can manipulate your body, command you in the same way that he has, that he's done with the snake golem, which he's successfully been able to connect to his own self. It's not perfect. It's a janky kind of thing, and you can fight for control of your body. But something like this shouldn't be possible. One cannot do this to a person. Their souls are independent.
Well, that's problematic.
One would think so. So yeah, what's that feel like? What do you do?
I guess as Kat starts to feel the control slipping away, she would sort of fight that. As I mean definitely 1,000% fight that.
Okay. Let's just see what that looks like then. This won't count for anything, or like for stress or anything. But that's a resolve resist?
Yeah.
Okay, let's just
yeah,
see
yeah.
how difficult this is for Cat.
Somewhat.
Fairly. Okay. And that's just for fighting it. That's not for like just regaining full control of your body. That's just you like attempting to resist these strains. And when he starts to like play with it, because he can't resist it, right? He's not. He can't not play with you now that you stink. What'd you do? I think my cat just farted on me. Ugh. Horrible. Anyway, the compulsions that he gives you to like jump and roll around and then do a little dance, recite Overaki poetry, feels like when you saw the Master Shaper and had the thought, the desire just to shoot him. Like, it feels like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great.
I thought so.
Do I learn anything helpful? I guess after the fact.
Like, in terms of what? How to use it?
Even. Yeah, I guess. Let's go with that.
Um,
Part of Cat's aim in terms of tinkering stuff is
Right.
it's faceless now. They have pretty cool masks and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And now it's sort of there's an inherentness within Cat to do stuff like that. So I guess, yeah, you could partly treat it as an explanation for understanding how the move works.
I'm sorry. Was there something I was supposed to answer from that? Because
I don't know.
Because that ended differently than it began.
Well, I think we progressed on a clock, which Cat was aiming to get something helpful out of, and then I just ended up with more. Damn, that's the problem.
Yeah, that's my favorite kind of success.
Any positive takeaway from that?
Well, I would think that you have like a better understanding of how you react with miasma, sort of.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. We'll take that.
As for how to use it, like I was just trying to give you knowledge for like roleplay knowledge. You guys are definitely still building toward how the mechanics work. He talks. So he mentions the unusual ordering of your soul, right? Like, usually human souls are so complex you can't understand them, but with you, there seems to be a type of order. It's just more like lexiconical. It's like the Dewey Decimal System versus whatever horror show I've got going on with my bookshelves, right? It's just more regular than it should be. There's not enough chaos. There's not the chaos that there should be, rather. And so, I think the takeaway here is that there are ways to adapt, the glyph work or what have you from when you make stuff with miasma. The golem lore, soul writing kind of stuff. There are ways to make that interface with a person.
I like that. That's good. That's helpful answer. We like it.
There we go.
Thanks, Mike.
Found it. I had to get there. I had to find it, but we got there.
I also, for another downtime thing, feel like I should spend a coin to invest in interrogating Namari further. Don't specifically know what where I want to go with that.
I was
but
really wondering if
they
you guys were going to
definitely-
remember that you had Namari and.
Yeah, we need. That's definitely on my mind. But
Okay. I got you on my mind. Okay.
somebody else do some downtime things, and I'll think more of what to say to Namari.
Sounds good. Vi, do you have any idea what
Sure.
you're doing?
Sure. So I think in kind of lore, my character's been recovering mostly for the last 2 sessions. So I don't think I have too much stress or harm to clear now, right? Is that
Right. Mm-hmm.
okay? So I was thinking of using Vi's first downtime to do some heat reduction. Probably makes sense given that things are about to pop off, we're thinking.
Okay. Sounds good.
And then the other thing I'm going to do is train in prowess. So I'm going to do my prowess train first because I know more of how I want to do that, I guess.
Okay.
But I'm going to train skirmish over at the AA Boxing Club.
Cool.
So one point of prowess is enough to ding me there.
Oh,
So I'm
nice.
going to get a second dot of skirmish.
Dope. Do fight.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
love how stable Vi is compared to the rest of us. Vi has friends and hobbies and boxing. The rest of us are torturing and interrogating and
I was gonna say Stanley's over here. Just like
Stanley has a pretty successful
Stanley
social life,
let
and
his
is a
friend
public
get
figure.
captured.
I did
You
not
let your
let
friend
that
get captured.
happen.
That wasn't even a choice. You were just like, yeah, sure, let them take blame.
No, but that was
Stanley's friend's tongue cut off and went, it happens. But you are pretty fucking successful though. Like to have that and recover from it is pretty amazing both.
It's like I say, you know, once you learn the gift of how to perform in theater, you know, everyday life just becomes easy.
We're all successful in a subjective sense.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So
and if he has anything mean to say about it, it's not like we're gonna hear about it.
I was wondering when that was coming up.
All right.
I added ACA member to the end of your name, by the way.
Oh, very nice.
awesome.
What does the ACA stand for again?
Artiste Collective of Abaddon.
Oh yeah.
Ah.
Or from Cat's part of the part of the city, the Artiste Collective of Abaddon.
Abaddon,
Right, that's what I said.
as we say in the east. On the east coast.
No, it's the East Coast. It's like Castilian Spanish. East Coast.
My accent. I'm from there. You're not.
Sorry.
Yeah,
Okay.
you must be from one of those North Coast towns.
Yeah, Grandview Life. Old school Grandview.
Was
Anyway,
that a G you just made?
what?
Was that a G you just made?
Yeah, no, it was this.
Yeah.
Whatever this
obviously.
is. So,
Whatever that is.
like, that's the west side, I guess. I was going for. I don't have any. We don't have any thing that starts with W. Hmm.
Did you actually
No,
get into
West Docks.
did you actually get into the artist collective, by the way, or did we just get very close?
No, I let him finish the clock. He's in.
Yay!
I'm a card holder of the ACA.
Yeah. Whereas before you were a card holder, it just was a fake card.
Yeah, it was a fine document I
Yeah.
had.
It was a job, not a privilege. He held other
They-
people's cards.
Awesome.
Someone to hold a card of my own.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Do they
Cool.
count as a group with a tier and everything?
What?
Do they count
They were
as like a
like
group
tiered
with a
like
tier?
-2
The
or
artist.
not.
No, they're not a. I guess they should be, shouldn't they?
I mean, the leader is, and the Pope is.
Yeah, I guess they
Religious
should be.
people. They should come under the institute section, I guess.
Man. Yeah, why are we just not thinking
I'll
of
write
this?
something on it. It's fine. I've got this.
Okay, cool.
Stanley 2 gangs.
What tier do you think they are?
I don't. Who knows?
3 or 4. I mean, they're the top artists.
2.
Who are their friends? Who are their enemies?
They're friends
They're
with rich
eccentric.
people everywhere.
I feel like they're centrist people.
Man, I can't believe we didn't think of this. They're weak hold now because,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. So yeah, you guys are +2 with the Artiste Collective of Abaddon.
Heyo.
Yeah.
I'm sure this won't come back to bite me.
It's gonna be good because we're gonna need entertainment at the house.
Yeah. Anyway,
Blah.
Dora,
It's
what's going on with your character?
Well, Dr. Mahler needs to continue recovering. So, that's a thing.
Okay.
Dr. Mahler is still on need help.
Okay. Sounds good.
So it's just, it's Tinker, right? Yeah, it's Tinker.
Yeah. You can just clear him for his downtime. It's okay. We don't have to go through the whole thingy thing because he's been
Okay.
he's been absent for a few missions, so
Okay.
yeah, he can be healed.
Okay. So that takes care of the 2 downtime actions. I also realized we forgot to do playbook XP, or we forgot to do XP last time.
We did?
We ran him.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that sounds right.
So,
Yeah, totally did. Did he roll any desperate actions?
yes, I did mark those.
Okay, cool. Did he address the challenge with rhetoric or destruction?
I believe at least one.
Yeah, definitely some destruction in there.
I think twice, actually.
Yeah, I think so too. There's a lot of boom. Did he express the beliefs, drives, heritage, or background of himself?
Ofraki came up.
Uh-huh. True.
And then I'm not sure what the rest of those questions are. Since we don't have those.
So yes. Did he struggle with issues from his vice or trauma during the session?
I mean, everything was weird.
Everything was weird, but he doesn't have any traumas or anything.
No.
Works late into the night on uncanny projects, forgets to eat, sleep, etc. Yeah, okay, cool. He's been doing a lot of that with Catrick here.
Yeah.
That's Cat's full name, by the way, is Catrick.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Cool beans.
So, we covered that.
Alrighty. So yeah, Crowley's downtime.
Crowley's downtime.
Crown time.
I feel like I want to try and resolve.
Okay.
So, again, I think that's like a more cautious action to recover from the drink.
Okay. Makes sense?
Yeah, so I just put XP, yeah. And then the problem with having so many different vices is it's difficult to decide which one to use. Oh, I forgot to change. Here we go. We're gonna change what my obsession is. Okay, so mark that there. I think it's going to be... Huh. I think Elle feels that they're not gonna get a whole lot more out of Yasmina right now, and that, what's her face? Namari might have more information.
Okay.
So, indulge vice by questioning Namari,
Okay.
and that way I get a tick off that clock as well.
Questioning my prisoner.
This is like the smoke bombs thing. Everyone gets to talk to Namari but you. Is that a Sprite?
It's sparkling water.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say that's a weird bottle. Okay.
Get
not
bottles
great.
like that in the U.S. and it bums me out. Like the number one thing I miss from Italy, getting those for like 60 cents.
Hmm.
Oh, I clear 6.
Nice. How much did
That
you
is-
have?
I had 6.
Oh, well, there we go. Okay. So what do you guys talk about?
Well,
Well.
the obsession is like, what the hell happened? So I think, like, trying to get her to explain, like, what do you mean by waking up? Like, what actually happened? That sort of thing.
Okay. Do you want to roleplay this or?
Yeah. Do it. Good cop, bad cop. You do it.
Wait. Are you in on this too, Kat?
Oh no, I'll let them do that thing first.
Then how can you do good cop, bad cop with just one person?
I was just saying they're gonna do good cop, and then I'm gonna come in and do a bad cop thing.
Oh.
Why don't we do it together?
Yeah, that's how
Or-
good cop, bad cop works.
Yeah.
Well, the good cop, bad cop is like the bad cop's in the room. The good cop comes in with like a cup of coffee after the bad cop leaves. So then the good cop's like, I gotta check on something. And the bad cop comes in.
Namari's too clever for the whole good cop, bad cop routine, though. They're just gonna laugh at that.
You really changed your tune on that one quick.
I was just doing a joke. It
Oh.
was a couple of seconds for a joke.
Okay, sorry.
I wasn't saying
I say make it happen.
Does anyone else want to be in the scene?
I'm gonna be outside listening in case I want to jump into the scene.
Hmm.
Okay.
Sounds right.
So Al would come in with, like, a croissant and coffee, I guess.
We have been through this way before. Namari does indeed like the croissant.
Mm.
It's a pain au chocolat, so there's also, like, chocolate in the center.
Chocolate bread.
All I heard was fancy croissant.
Yeah,
A croissant.
it's a croissant. Okay. Sounds good. The experience, because she's been with you guys for a while now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ish.
Last time was the last. I think she's only been only that one mystery. We did because we spoke to her in that downtime between scores, so we've only had one score with her present.
Okay. So her dark hair, which was once voluminous and well taken care of, has kind of become limp and tangled in the days that she's been captured here, and a lot of the bluster has gone out of her. She takes the coffee and the croissant willingly, but is slow to start eating, just kind of munching on it, and seems kind of like lost within herself at the moment.
Do you need, like, shampoo or something? I'm not good at hair care.
Definitely good cop, bad cop right here.
For a croissant?
Do you want some things, prisoner?
She shrugs and says, "It's not that you don't have shampoo, it's that it's not." Kind of like flicks her hair. It's not great quality.
Because you're not worth it. Get it? Because of the alcohol.
Oh my god. I can see what Vi can procure. Vi is better at this sort of thing.
She shrugs in like a "it doesn't matter" or "I don't have any hope" kind of way. It's difficult to tell which with Namari.
Yeah. Now I'm having a 404. Sorry.
It's okay.
Uh.
Cat's turn.
Yeah.
No. I'm letting them.
Cat comes in with some conditioner.
Yeah. It's important to massage the scalp.
Yeah.
What did you
Is
mean?
that how conditioner works? What is... We'll talk about this later.
So shampoo, you massage the scalp. Conditioner, or you massage it into the hair.
This podcast brought to you by...
Hair products.
Hair products that Dora's knowledge of taking care of colored hair.
Fair enough. Okay.
So I think Elle would just come out with it and ask, like, what did you mean it's not good for me to be waking up?
She looks at you kind of confused, and like you see her going back into her back into her memory, and then like you see the moment when she remembers. She's like, "Oh, that was nothing. I was just messing with you."
Are you sure you were just messing with me? Because I'm having flashbacks.
She looks at you with barely disguised interest, and says, "What kind of flashbacks?"
Like it's not me who was doing things.
She asks you to go into detail, like the feelings, the senses.
So the one time it was, did we give the O'Malley's bar guy a name?
Yes. I don't remember it. You gave him a very... I think
Vond West.
Oh, no, it was Vond, yeah.
Vond West,
I named him.
Vond. Thank you. Yeah, so when Vond was cleaning a glass, I flashed back to how I had infiltrated the factory. I wasn't actually part of that mission, but apparently I was. I guess.
Let's see. Roll that talkie one. Roll sway just as a fortune roll, and we'll see how much you get from Namari here.
Okay. So it's just one.
Okay.
It's a 5.
5, that's not bad. She's hesitant to talk, but eventually clearly can't help herself. She says, "Well, that's exactly what it sounds like. Someone was there, it wasn't you. Or, you were there, but you're not usually you." She shrugs. It's better to talk to Dr. Mahler about this kind of thing. He's more the philosopher. I don't really care for the philosophy behind it.
But it sounds like you know something.
She just shrugs and finishes her chocolat de pain, or pain de chocolat, whichever one it was.
Oh no, chocolate.
Pain de chocolat.
Okay. I think Elle would let her. I need a. Oh, come on. There we go. Multi-sided. Choose side. So it goes up 1 because of the driven.
Chip.
Well. I will think. So I think I kind of want to do something else, but we'll let Cat go.
Okay. Sounds good.
Oh, great. I have no clue. What else were you thinking, Dora?
And it's not really related to war secrets, but
Yeah, I'm using because might want to combine it, but it's a broader thing than just war secrets. Like what's currently going on is involved in Cat's thinking as well, in the Chamber of Masterness. It's the official term.
well, I actually had phrased it in like I had phrased the obsession, and I guess the project clock for me would be like asking what the hell happened. So I could see me asking Dr. Mahler, and it may advance that clock as well. Mike, what do you think?
Yeah,
Okay.
makes sense.
So I think I might ask Dr. Mahler as like a follow-up and actually do like work on that clock.
Okay, sounds good. Do you want to do that now or after the thing?
After Cat, I think.
Okay,
Cool.
Kat, are you ready, or
Yeah,
should I do
yeah,
a thing?
Yeah. Oh, why? What are you going to do?
A thing.
Well, Cat walks in.
Stalks in. Prowls in. You're a cat. It's a
I
joke.
have a higher rank.
Cat chimes in with a "Haven't you people ever heard of?" Anyway, go ahead.
How are you?
She shrugs again. There's a little bit of chocolate on her face.
So you've spoken to Al?
Shrug.
What is the point in what you do as you see it?
What do you mean?
Rewriting who people are. Why?
Why do you train soldiers to fight? Why do you train horses to run?
You do it with the Master Shaper, for the Master Shaper. Or am I right in thinking that's all just a temporary measure?
That is temporary. Well, was temporary, yeah.
Was?
Well, I am not exactly helping him out right now, am I?
Well, I mean, you still have us. Who you supposedly wrote for some intention involving him.
I think you've probably figured that out by now.
Yeah. I'm just talking till I have a point. So, seems like what we want isn't entirely different.
She laughs and says, "You want what I want. That there's a difference."
That sounds like what I just said. What we want is the same thing. I didn't say we're the same, obviously, but we want the Master Shaper gone. For what reason do you want him gone?
He's dangerous.
Well, you're dangerous. The Offeraki are dangerous.
Not nearly so.
In what way is he more dangerous? In what way is... Well, I suppose the war, but he didn't start the war.
He's being controlled by the wrong kind of beings.
Yeah, I had a feeling about that too. What do you know about those beings, keepers as we call them?
She kind of shifts What's your sway? We'll do the same thing that we did with
I love it.
Yeah, we'll use that as a thingy thing.
That's okay. Is there any way I can make it command instead? Because my sway is
Command
0.
no command. Yeah, command works. If you
Cool.
if you want to be forceful.
Yes.
Okay.
I do. With a 5.
Okay. So how do you use your force of personality here?
Just phrasing. Like, the same question. Like, what is it you know? Clearly, we're going to help get to the same end. You need to tell us. You should want to tell us, obviously, what you know. Also, you're looking pretty thin.
She's not. The threat doesn't go by her. She kind of like huddles into herself at your force, and it's probably weird to see her this way. She's usually so undaunted, you know. And she says, "From what we can tell, the Keepers are ancient in a way that's difficult to understand. Whatever the Purifier is, they clearly work for its gain, whatever that is. And however it is they are being controlled, if they are being controlled, whatever they're doing, it's making the miasma worse, not better. It's not purifying anything. It's corrupting the world." That's the kind of thing that he's doing. He thinks he's making the world a safer place. But really, he's just gonna kill us all eventually.
So then, first of all, it seems like stopping him's not going to do much good if he is merely a pawn.
He's a very effective one.
Fair. Second of all, the Purifier, which for those people who don't know, is a god thing in this world, of that the Keepers teach about in their religion. You believe in the Purifier, then?
She like kind of narrows her eyes and says, "Yes, I think there's some being controlling these things. But like everything about this world, I think it's a lie. There are fragments of text about other gods, and the question that I've been asking is, what happened to them?"
In my experience, the idea of gods is meaningless. There may certainly be something controlling the golems, though. Something's controlling the Woven, the Master Shaper's golems. Something is likely controlling the ones we don't yet understand.
That's what I'm afraid of.
So you have no further plan past destroying the Master Shaper, then? Nothing to track down this Purifier? In what mortal form he exists, it exists?
I believe in burning bridges when you come to them.
Right. And that's been going so well for you so far. I can't lie, I'm a little similar.
I know. And finally she cracks a smile. One of those mischievous smiles that you know so well.
Well, you can rely on me, I suppose, to do what we both want to do with the Master Shaper, but something tells me it's going to extend a bit further than that.
She smiles wider and says, I hope I can rely on you for more than that, yes.
Don't know what you're referring to. Do I have any other questions? My mother, how would you recommend getting her out?
Of the city?
I suppose that answers my question.
The easiest way?
No, I was thinking of the Master Shaper's thing, but of the city is the answer to that question, I suppose.
The easiest way would be a bullet.
That's not going to happen. I wouldn't. I may not want to talk to them, but I would never shoot them.
You know your mother better than I do. I got the impression she wouldn't leave.
But only, as you said last time, because she's under threat. It's not that she's wanting to be there helping the Master Shaper or these keepers.
Well, the easiest way would be to eliminate the threat, right?
Oh, I thought you were suggesting I shoot her. That makes more sense. Well, yeah. That'll be done. Cool. Thinking. Loading, buffering.
I think we can call
what
it.
else
I think
can
we
I
can call the
ask?
scene there.
What else could I ask?
If you've got more, that's fine.
I don't think I have anything else. Therefore,
Okay.
I'll bring you some more food later.
She says, I'm famished.
Yeah, and cat leaves.
Okay. So let's real quick do the thing where you guys pick up your boy.
Did that count as any further progression on any clocks?
Yeah,
Since I
to
had
the
to take a
5.
roll? Cool.
Take the 5.
5. But was that a combined 5 between Dora and myself, or?
No, you're 5.
I got a 5.
You did.
Which did how many things on the clock? 2. And how many did Dora's do?
Mine did
Dora's
1.
1. Cool.
Yeah.
This is just for the sake of the writing down stuff. Cool, thanks.
Yeah. Oh, nothing on this clock. Nothing on the lattice clock.
No, the 12 Wolf Stories thingy one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that.
Okay. Yeah. You guys can move it if you want. I forgot this is Crowley and Cat.
So you did 2, I'll just do it.
Go ahead. Yeah, I did the 2.
There we go.
Cool beans. Okay. So you guys arranged for Omega to be dropped off at the last ward. Right? Or was it or the lost ward rather? Or was it the or was it O'Malley's?
O'Malley's.
Was it O'Malley's? Okay. So when you guys go to get there to pick up Omega, people are running away from the bar, screaming, quite in droves. The door is open and broken on its hinges, and there's screaming from inside. What do you do?
Hold on, I was still writing down notes from stuff. We go to where to collect thingy, Omega. Where was it? Where was I?
O'Malley's.
O'Malley's. Okay. Scout. Read about situation. Go to engage. Initiative.
This
One of those
is
things.
roll initiative. Okay. Who? I mean, you're all there. We'll say. Ooh, that's not great.
When you say we're all there,
Yeah. Woohoo!
Damn.
Ah, nice!
I'll send 18.
Yeah.
Not bad. Yeah, you're all going to pick up this guy. So when you, I assume you guys go into the bar, right? I guess I should pick up before that.
No, we just leave.
Hold on. So 4 players walk into a bar.
No, 4 characters walk into a bar.
4 characters walk into a bar.
4 players sit on Discord.
And it does 1d4 damage.
Yep. That's what it is.
Yeah, okay, what's
It's
in the bar?
clear who Omega is.
Don't say that.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Not good.
He is a scrawny-looking man with his hair. In this photo, it looks like it's gelled back, but it's really just limp with water. It looks like he's just gotten out of a bathtub or something. He's absolutely covered in water or sweat or something. Yeah.
I don't like something.
Yeah. It's not blood.
Yeah, I know.
And there's a man with his hand around Omega's throat, which I thought I had a photo for, but I guess I don't. And his glove is his hand's covered in a red glove, and where he's choking Omega, there are black tendrils crawling up his face, around his neck, and down his body. Omega's clearly trying to scream as his eyes roll back into the back of his head. But yeah, I mean, he's being choked, so that's really kind of a no-go. The man choking Omega, this is why I couldn't find a photo for the guy. He's bald, and it looks as though he's it looks as though his skull is too big for his skin, right? It looks as if the skin were stretched over his head, thinly, and so his eyes are all fucking bugged out looking, and his you can see even the veins under his face, as he concentrates on whatever it is he's doing here. You guys can guess that this is a member of the Red Right Hand.
Right Hand.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who are the henchmen of the Church of the Purifier, by the way.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Well, damn. Can I shoot the guy in the face?
Yeah.
Cool. I'm gonna do that.
It's reasonable.
That sounds like a good idea.
Which dude are you shooting in the face? The red right hand guy or the guy?
He's so mega.
Yeah. Got him!
Mission over.
Turns over with an evil smirk to the camera.
Right?
Gives a nice one.
I was a master shaper.
Who is in control?
Oh, I'm doing this with the ether plasmic ammunition, just in case it helps, by the way, just saying.
Okay, cool.
Just
6.
saying.
Oh, wow, nice.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
You've been doing really well.
Yeah. So, you fire at him. We'll get a clock here in a second. And just as you're crashing into the place, you take aim. He looks down the barrel of the gun, and removes his hand from Omega's face, and puts his hand out and catches the bullet with his gloved hand. The glove then begins to glow, and where it's all red, like the black was spreading from all over Omega. As he grabs the bullet, and it like embeds itself in the glove. That then starts happening to the glove, and he like starts to wrestle with his own hand, as like whatever is in whatever magic the glove has starts to like freak the fuck out. What about the rest of you guys?
Did you say it hit his face and then he grabbed it, or you just catched it, caught it in midair?
No, he caught the bullet. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Great. Well, I'm out of ideas. Next.
I don't know.
Well, you said he's like wrestling with it, right?
Yeah, he's like grabbing his hand and like, yeah.
Fucking, it's preoccupied then. I'll shoot him again.
Okay, cool.
Yeah! Do you have any plasma ammunition by any chance?
I don't, but, you know, he also seems a little distracted. So.
He's got gun.
Yeah, hoping for the best.
Right.
Bullets at some point. I just thought of that.
What?
I'm gonna create miasma bullets at some point. I'm gonna put that on the list.
You really should have gone leech.
Yeah.
Leech is so cool.
Anyway, keep
yeah,
going.
I'm just gonna use a pistol and do a skirmish.
Okay, sounds good. Blap blap.
Yeah, no kidding. Risky standard. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I see a 1, but that's all I see. 4. Okay.
4. The other one's a 4. Okay. So he takes 2 bullets. What's he dressed? What do you think he's dressed like, Rosie?
The hitman or
Yeah, the hitman.
Omega? I would say the hitman has just like just a regular like black shirt, black pants, like what Steve has on, but all black. And then he has a coat over it. And he doesn't really, I guess, have too much of facial features. I imagine him like kind of like a generic human looking, but wearing dark clothes as if to look tough.
Okay.
And to be able to blend in if he needed to.
Cool.
If anyone's seen The Punisher Season 2, I was picturing the villain in that. Nobody here will have done, but...
No.
Anyone in the audience?
I was picturing Hitman.
Clap if you've seen Punisher season 2.
The guy basically looks like a pastor.
Awesome. Same.
But
I think that's what I'm imagining too. It's like a ball
pastor?
tough.
Yeah, okay. Pastor.
I see where you compared to Steve then. Steve is our pastor here.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm bold and tough. All 3 put together.
Yeah, it's got all 3 of those. Okay. So you fire 2 bullets into his coated frame. But no, you don't see the telltale blood spurts that say, "Hey, I shot a guy. That hurt." He does, however, stumble backwards and gives the oof, when someone gets punched, you hear they're like ugh, but no sound comes out.
Bullet really knocks the wind out of him.
Right.
Are these golems dressed as people?
No. These are people dressed as golems. No.
What a twist.
Right?
Pepsi twist.
Okay. And you got a 4, correct? Steve?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So with the drawback there is that he finally gets the bullet out of his glove and then crushes it into dust. You see him reach to the side with his gloved hand, as if he were going to grab something from the bar, but instead punches through the air and begins to pull something like a shard from the air itself. It looks like a shard of obsidian, except it's like the color of a blue sky toward the end of the day.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Is the sky blue here?
Yeah.
I thought it was largely grey, considering the miasma and smoke and general.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm describing it to you guys. And maybe, I don't know, who cares? Keep going. What do you do, Crowley? We're gonna use this. This one. For this guy.
That one.
He's the blade in the dark.
He is the blade in the dark.
Oh. We finally met him.
Yep.
It's like when you finally get to the dragon in the dungeon.
Right?
Silence?
Yeah.
Oh gosh. That's such a cool name. I've been calling him Redface for the sake of the names. For anyone at home, I write notes and I just come up with random names for these people.
Red face, he's got red hand.
I know, but there's Red's right hand, but I didn't want to call him Red Hand because any red right hand person is going to be Red Hand.
You don't know that.
But do they have other colors in the red right? Are they the rainbow right hand?
They are now. Rewriting.
Right hand.
This is they work for the gay agenda.
What tiers are they?
The red right hand?
The gay agenda.
The gay agenda.
Oh, unbeatable.
Okay, so they're like 12 tier.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just below where we're at.
Right. Mm-hmm.
We're top tier.
All right.
I think-
Go ahead. Sorry.
I think Crowley's gonna pull out their trusty pistol and just try shooting, and this action will inform how weaknesses. So I guess sure, I'm trying to use my guile.
Okay.
I'll pop it. Whoop, here we go. So skirmish.
How does your action inform you? Okay. Cool.
That's cool.
That's a 3.
Ooh.
So not very well.
Not awesome.
Very well.
Okay. Things go badly. You self-harm. A complication occurs. You end up in a desperate position. You lose this opportunity. Yeah. So you end up in a desperate position as he jams this blue shard into his into his lung, right? And then he sucks in inhales, and again it's completely silent, and all the breath is stolen from your lungs. Like you're like fishing, like a fish, trying to get air, and nothing's coming, as he now has inflated like a balloon.
No, I don't like that at all.
I wonder why. Yeah, so Crawley collapses onto the ground, unable to get any air. Stanley.
So after checking his pants, Stanley would then check on Al to make sure that they two are okay. Kind of trying to figure out what's going on with this whole breathing thing. Realizes that there may be a connection between this obsidian dude and what's going on here.
Indeed.
Speaking of
So, I think what Stanley's going to want to do... This doesn't really look like a place where Stanley can just... Did my camera die? My camera
Yeah, it's black now.
Just after you said the word connection.
Yeah, I know. I thought this was a bit. I thought we were doing something.
My bits aren't that great yet. So Stanley is going to probably panic.
Fair
Well,
enough.
Not really sure what to do. I mean, I have a blade or two. I have an unusual weapon. We didn't really do load, did we, for this one?
No, I don't think you guys will be popping out that many things.
Perfect. Time for a distraction.
Okay.
Stanley's gonna act all crazy. He's gonna stand up and be like, "Oh, I could only dream to have the ability to have a performance that literally takes my audience's breath away like you."
We did it. We did it.
Vicious mockery, but the opposite.
Yeah.
And I step out from behind
A
the thing that I'm
fuchsious,
hiding behind.
a fuchsious praise.
And I start kind of walking around to where I want him to turn his back as I walk around. I want him to turn his back to Omega.
Okay.
So I'm going to do that and kind of walk to the side.
So you're using your performance ability?
I'm literally misdirection and snake charmer right here.
Okay.
At the same time.
Sounds good. Charm a snake.
Snake a charm.
Also that. Roll perform.
This way.
Roll perform check.
Sway cat.
I think this is wreck.
Why?
Wreck or because you're doing a misdirection, right?
Yeah, but
You're trying to create a distraction.
yeah.
So either that or
Change attitudes or behavior with manipulation, or yeah, it's not a sway.
That you are trying to change blah 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 to change behavior.
But
That
you're
works too.
right. I actually do. I think you're right on rec because the wording does say create distractions and chaos.
Yeah, but it's not really chaos. Again, it's you're the player. It's your decision as to what you roll. It just has to make some sort of sense. I think that works.
I would say that given the wording of me being like praising his magic act, does lean more sway.
Okay, sounds good.
This is risky, controlled, desperate.
Desperate.
Roll. Desperate.
Pestito, where are you going? Don't leave me.
That's a lovely old 3. No, it's not.
Ooh,
Lovely
let's
old
go.
6.
Nice.
Stanley. Let's go.
Okay. So he starts to he starts to follow you. Are you? Is this a setup action for someone else to do something, or do you have some other kind of?
God, I hope so. I hope it's a setup action.
Okay, gotcha. So he's now distracted. I think the situation's still desperate because Crowley can't breathe. But whatever's going on here, whoever acts next will have great effect.
I have a great idea.
Okay, I hope it's got great effect.
Did you say I meant bad? Did you say that dagger thing he pulled from midair?
What about yeah? Like he ripped a hole in space time.
Okay.
It looked like.
That's doable. Didn't conjure it per se.
No,
So I want Mouse to go over and steal it.
it's in his body.
Oh, that's
In his
Yeah.
that's going to be an interesting thing. Then.
It's sticking out of his lung. He like slammed it into his own body.
Well, go pull it out.
A Robin cannot do that.
Okay.
A Robin
I
will
want
not.
to go take it then.
Okay, sounds good.
okay.
I want that dagger.
This sounds like a finesse
Oh, really?
or something.
Um,
Maybe. I don't know. A skirmish?
Either way, that sucks.
What do you guys think? What?
That's
I don't
gonna be a
know.
strength chest.
I was hoping for the hunt of the mouse,
roll from
but
the
that's
chest.
not.
Well, it's definitely not hunt.
Yeah, it's not hunt.
Yeah.
Finesse.
I would say
Unless,
Mm-hmm.
the pushing yourself to do superhuman feats extends to Mouse, in which case Mouse would have the strength to pull it out.
I don't think Mouse can do a superhuman feat. Super bird feat, maybe.
Yeah, but the sure, okay. I'm gonna try and do it then. I can't finesse or skirmish, so who cares?
You can push yourself.
sounds like a prowl.
Does it? I don't think it does. I'm not even gonna defend myself there. That's not a prowl.
Okay.
That's definitely a skirmish.
Ambush
Okay.
with close violence? Like, you're doing close. And
But he's not
pulling
ambushing.
that from his chest is going to be violent.
You sold me. I'm gonna prowl.
Okay.
Desperate?
Yeah, it's still desperate. But you got great
Yay,
effect.
I get something in it. Great effects, apparently. 1. Did I get a bonus die because somebody was helping me, actually?
You got great effect for it, I think.
Okay.
But
Well, I got
maybe you
one,
get to choose.
so-
I'm not really sure.
Oh.
I don't
wait,
really
what,
pay
I get to
attention to
choose?
the rules.
If I get to choose, I'd like an extra die.
Setup action, plus one effect or improved position. So you could either make it not desperate or you could get plus 1 effect.
No, I'll just take desperate position because it means XP.
Yeah, I think
Either way, I got a 1, so, screw me over.
It's the worst possible outcome.
Indeed it is.
Oh, no.
You suffer severe harm, a serious complication occurs, you lose this opportunity for action.
You are now stuck in his chest.
Yeah.
I go to touch him.
He
and-
Kirby's the fuck out of you.
Then he turns into you.
And then he walks off the stage and kills you.
Is luck a thing in this?
Is luck a thing? I don't think so.
Is there an equivalent?
Just devil's bargains.
Ooh.
How do they work?
I give you either you give me a thing, or I give you a cost and an effect, or I give you one. It works, however way you want it to. But yeah, you can always offer a devil's bargain. What would you like to offer me, sir?
I don't really have anything in this close quarters encounter that would help in the situation. You can take some smoke bombs.
All
Do
right.
you have an idea for one? Where I get this dagger?
I mean, you could definitely get hurt in exchange or something.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd take that.
You and Mouse can change places.
That's a fun one.
You become the bird, and now you have to control.
I mean, either way, I'm in control of both, so it doesn't really make a difference.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Let's do this. So if you take 3 harm, I'll allow you to take it.
3 harm, meaning I'm then out of action, are they?
No, that's 4 harm.
So, I would be on 3 harm for the next mystery.
No.
Score.
You can always recover. You can.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can spend money to
Cat's
recover.
a risky mammal. She's gonna do that. I was
Okay.
gonna say bird, and then I was very like, no, cats are mammals, as are humans. So
Indeed, they are. Okay. So you take this thing. You rip this thing out of him. And then like the force of it. The force of it. Distracts him from Stanley's distraction, and then he pushes it right into your stomach, and it breaks off, like it breaks and just passes into your body.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Take 3 harm. Armor does not apply. But suddenly, the world looks completely different. It's like you can see the air as if it were waves of water. Like it's like looking at the air as if it were an ocean, but you can still see through it and whatnot. So that will do it. After that, with all that happening, Silence makes his escape through the window. First breaking the window and then jumping through it and escaping because we want to see him again. Yeah, I know.
The personal enemy.
Sorry, Cat ruined it for you.
Ah, damn it, Cat.
I know.
What did I do? What did I do?
So, I had named that person my snake charmer as the person who is too transfixed to leave as Stan does performances.
Oh.
Yeah.
It wasn't my fault.
It
Mike made them
literally was.
It was
Mike made them leave.
You literally took the
I
thing.
took the dagger, that's all.
That's alright.
It's a
Cat's
sliver.
out of the bag.
It's fine. So the sliver is now inside your body. As we know, slivers decay naturally in the natural world.
Sliver.
It's a sliver.
No.
Yeah.
Okay.
Take 3 harm. Sliver stabbed.
That doesn't sound
Yeah.
They're cool. They're neat. We haven't gotten to see them yet.
Yeah.
And yeah, you guys can take. So you see what's been done to Crowley and can reverse the effect. You don't even have to attune for that.
Who
Like-
I can.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
it's as simple.
Keep it. Yeah, no, I reversed that, obviously.
Yeah, it's as simple as a wave of the hand, and the air that was like repulsed from Crowley as if magnetically returns.
I feel so powerful. I like it.
Yeah.
I like being stabbed with awful things.
Good.
Yeah, except now you need help.
Yeah.
It's
Hey,
true. And
we
you
knew
won't-
that already. We all need help.
I know it's 3:00, and that was our cutoff. So we will do crew XP and whatnot through Discord if that's okay with you guys.
Yeah.
And if you guys want to do any additional downtime things, we'll do it there. Sound good?
Okay, cool. Yeah.
Cool.
All right.
Sounds good.
Cool beans.
Cool beans.
All right, y'all.
Everyone, take care, everyone.
Take care.
Bye.
All right, see you
Bye,
soon.
Nara. Good work, guys. That was fun and totally fine.